Hi, I'm Owen Winter and I co-founded Make Votes Matter. We're the campaign for proportional representation in the House of Commons, and here's the team to tell you what we've been up to.
We're currently running a crowdfunder to raise £50,000, which is very urgently needed to carry on the important work that we're doing in the campaign. Please give what you can to the crowdfunder to help us continue this work and make sure that all of our voices are heard. So the Alliance brings together all of the parties and politicians and public figures who want proportional representation. And we were really excited this year in July to launch the Good Systems Agreement, which is an unprecedented cross-party agreement about what good voting systems should look like and how we should get them. So there are 10 key principles to the Good Systems Agreement, and we're also saying that the citizens should get to choose the voting system for the UK through a truly informed deliberative process like a citizens' assembly. So all the British opposition parties, aside from Labour, have signed the Good Systems Agreement. All the parties from the Brexit Party to the Greens, the Lib Dems, the SNP, Plaid Cymru. We've also got a load of Labour MPs who signed, even a Tory and some independent MPs. It's the first time that there's been such broad, clear consensus about what good voting systems look like and how to get there. And it means we've got a real opportunity at this election to change the voting system and finally get rid of our undemocratic first-past-the-post system. But now we're working to bring more Labour and Conservative MPs into the Alliance and to sign the Good Systems Agreement. And we're always looking for new organisations and public figures to join the Alliance and help us grow the overwhelming national demand for proportional representation.
To win proportional representation, we're almost definitely going to need the support of one of the two largest parties, and by far the most promising one at the moment is the Labour Party. Working with the Labour campaign for electoral reform, we've mobilised quite a huge amount of support within the party. We've sent speakers out to local branches, over 185 different local Labour meetings, and we almost always find overwhelming support for PR among the membership. 77 constituency Labour parties, which is more than 10% of all the local branches in the country, have already passed resolutions calling for proportional representation. A third of Labour MPs say that they're in favour of PR for general elections, and among Labour's trade union backers there are 2 unions which have policy in favour of proportional representation. Most of them have no policy at the moment, and that's what we need to change. Now we need to build overwhelming support for PR within the whole Labour movement. We need more Labour MPs coming out in favour of PR. We need trade unions to stop supporting first past the post, which has done so much harm to the UK. And we need constituency Labour parties, local Labour parties across the country to send motions to next year's autumn conference so we can finally change the Labour Party's policy on this issue.
In order to win PR, we need a movement of committed supporters and activists who are ready to do whatever it takes to win real democracy. It is absolutely at the heart of our campaign and central to everything that we do. In this movement, we have organised some of the biggest events for PR that this country has ever seen. Just this summer, our Action Day, we had activities happening in over nearly 100 locations across the country, from Hastings to Belfast, where people were engaging with members of their own community in support of proportional representation. We've brought hundreds of supporters here to Parliament to lobby face-to-face with their MPs in support of proportional representation. We also have a growing network of local groups who are very active in their local communities and again trying to get the message across of supporting proportional representation. But we all know that changes like this are never just handed down from government. We need a growing movement to be able to get this change in this country. And once it comes through, we are the movement that will hold our politicians to account and make sure that they keep their promises on proportional representation.
We're hoping to raise £50,000 so we can keep the campaign going. Anything you can give would be hugely appreciated. Thank you.